Hi friends, are you ready for a story that is filled with some hugs and helping hands? And it is about Aqualicious from Victoria Kann. Well, I think today's book is going to be very fun to read. And remember that you can like this book, give it a thumbs up. Remember, subscribe to the channel, Read to Me, Miss D. Don't forget, in the description, I'll have a link where you could purchase Aqualicious for yourself. That would be so awesome. So let's read the book from Victoria Kann. And here's another thing. Big book, big pages, right? Here we go. That's so cute. That's a very cute page. Here she is. I was collecting seashells. I found a shell and held it next to my ear so I could listen to the ocean. Have you ever done that? I have. And it really worked for me. Instead of hearing the ocean, I heard a little voice inside the shell. Put me down. I'm trying to nap, the voice said. Eek! I screamed. I was scared, but I was also curious. I looked inside the shell. I saw a little face with long hair. Can you help me? Said the little voice. Help you? What are you? I asked. I am Aqua, she said shyly, wriggling out of the shell. Hi, my name is Pinkalicious, I said. Oh, I love the color pink, but blue is my favorite color. Aqua said, I am a merminnie. What is a merminnie? I asked. Merminnies are a smaller, rarer species of mermaids, said Aqua. Just like there are lots of different kinds of fish, there are many different kinds of mermaids. Merminnies only inhabit the seacoast. I'm actually quite well known, and Wow-wee! I screamed excitedly before she could finish. I didn't think mermaids or merminnies actually existed. I put Aqua in my bucket so I could show her to my brother Peter. Peter, look what I found. A merminnie mermaid, I said. Peter was burying Mommy and Daddy in the sand while they napped. I dumped the contents of the bucket onto the towel. Say something, Aqua, I commanded. I was actually speaking to you when you put me in your pail of periwinkles, hermit crabs, and seashells, which I do not appreciate. Hermit crabs bite. I'd like to go home now, please. Yes, you do need a home, Peter said. Come on, Pinkalicious, let's build a palace for her. I bet she's a princess. Peter and I immediately got to work. We built a big sandcastle with turrets and decorated it with shells, stones, and feathers. That's pretty cool. Do you like it, Aqua? I asked. Yes, I do like it. It is lovely, but it isn't my home. I live underwater and I should get back there, she said. Of course, but wouldn't you like to have lunch with us first? Asked Peter. What are you eating? Normally, I only eat algae and phytoplankton. Human food would be a real treat, she said. I'm going to show you them walking with her. I put Aqua in my water cup and carried her to the concession stand to let her pick out her lunch. I would like one of everything, she said, and don't forget the sea salt. Would you like to play miniature golf with us? I asked Aqua. After lunch, all you have to do is hit the little ball into the hole, Peter said. I'll help you, but then I really should be going, Aqua said as she hid in the hole on the putting green. Just hit the ball and I will grab it, and then you will win. That's cheating. I don't want to play if you can't play fairly, I said, stomping back to the beach. Oh, she doesn't look very happy, does she? Sorry, Pinkalicious, Aqua said. Perhaps I can teach you to surf. Just balance on this board and ride through the waves like this. Whee! This is fantastic. Wee, this is fantastic. Oh, I can't believe that I missed that word. Uh-oh, Pinkalicious. That looks dangerous. I am going to wake up Mommy and Daddy. If you are going to stay in the water, said Peter from the shore. Suddenly, a seagull grabbed Aqua and flew away. Help, help me, please don't let it eat me, Aqua screamed as she dangled from its beak. Oh no. Look where it's taking her. Quick, Peter, the gull is by the lighthouse. We can still save Aqua, I said, running as fast as I could. Hurry, before she becomes merminnie mincemeat, said Peter. Don't worry, Aqua. Peter threw a mussel to the seagull, who dropped Aqua into the soft sea grass. Peter picked her up from the ground. We quickly climbed into a little sailboat before the seagull came back for her. You'll be safe here. We will protect you, said Peter. Thank you for saving me. I really appreciate it, but now it's time for me to go home. You humans lead such exhausting lives, said Aqua. Okay, Aqua, you can go back home, Peter said as he carefully put Aqua in the water. So long, Aqua. It was nice to meet you, I said, waving goodbye. What are you doing? Screamed Aqua. No, help me. There are sharks and eels and horrible crabs in there. This is not my home. Get me out of here. They put her in the wrong place. Peter scooped Aqua out of the water and brought her back to our towel. If you don't live in the sea, where do you live? I asked. Over there, said Daddy, who was now awake and pointing to a building on the other side of the sand dune. Aqua is famous. We came to this beach so we could visit the aquarium where Aqua lives. She is a real merminnie. We were going to tell you all about her, but I guess we fell asleep, said Mommy. Sometimes I like to sneak out to go to the beach and see what I can discover. It's good to be curious. You never know what you will find. And you humans are lots of fun. Now I need to go. I need to get back home to my tank before anyone notices that I am gone. Will you take me? Asked Aqua. Inside the aquarium, Aqua swam in her tank. There was a crowd of people who clapped and cheered for her. She was famous. As she swam by on her seahorse, she waved to us. I whispered, "Thank you, Aqua. You are beautiful." Afterward, we got blueberry and sea swirl ice cream. Today was truly Aqualicious, I said. Who knew that collecting seashells could be so much fun? Oh my goodness, I loved this story. It was so nice. Thank you for reading with me today, and I'm glad you spent the story time with me here on Read to Me, Miss D. Every page just told us a wonderful story about Aqualicious. I hope you used your imagination and we learned a few things on the way. I can't wait to read with you again soon. Keep being curious and keep loving books. So story time is done, but the fun's just begun. Like and subscribe, and we'll read in the sun. Ring the bell, don't be late for more adventures that are great. Thank you for being with me today. Bye-bye from Miss D.